Hello, everyone. I'm just making sure. I came on a little different than usual, so I'm hoping this is working because it says live. And if anybody comes on, let me know that I'm not talking to myself because I was on my computer, so I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I see people are watching. Okay, um, good. Hi, Alexandra. Okay, you can hear me, Anita. Okay, good. Okay, so here's my topic. My topic is, are you comfortable or are you happy? You know, I think a lot of people get the two confused. That we kind of feel, and why wouldn't we feel that we want to be happy? But then, if something happens, if you do something that's not comfortable, then you say, oh, well, that's not good. It's not working for me. I have to be comfortable in order to be happy. And you almost mix the two together. But hey, there's a difference. And I'm going to delineate the difference because when I was younger, I didn't know the difference. I thought if something made you uncomfortable, then duh, you shouldn't do it. But however, if what makes you uncomfortable is practicing scales so that someday you'll be a fabulous piano player, I I missed out. I missed out because I wasn't comfortable doing scales. And so today, as we speak, I cannot play the piano. And that's too bad because I have a piano in my house. So there's a difference between being comfortable and being happy. For instance, you get a shot, for coronavirus. They finally have a vaccine, and you get a shot, and it hurts. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't get it. That means sometimes it hurts in order to get something that will make you happy. And good health will definitely make me happy, that's for sure. So that's the difference. And I did live my younger life confusing comfort and happy. And so there were things that I didn't attempt that I thought it wasn't right for me. Otherwise, it wouldn't bother me or it wouldn't hurt me. And of course, that's not true. So this is what finally got it into my head. What finally got it into my head was that I got pregnant. And one thing about pregnancy is pretty much you don't have a lot of choices, and if you go a certain length of time, you have no choices. Um, so it doesn't matter if you're scared or not. It's totally irrelevant that you're scared because this is something you're going to do anyway. So that in itself was a kind of lesson that that there are some times when you have no choice. And when you're scared, but you still have no choice, you manage to get through the scared and do what needs to be done. And I did, by the way, I did natural childbirth, so that was interesting. It was great, actually. I want to tell you, it was great. But I was watching the marathon, and that's the other you know how there are things that happen in your life that don't seem like watching a Facebook Live, or for me it was watching the marathon. And I watched the guys that won because the first ones were the guys, and they got across the winning cord, whatever, and then they just collapsed on the ground. They collapsed on the ground. They did something that made them fully collapse. And they did it of choice. And it turned out, they got over it. They took some breaths, they took some water, and they got up. So I said, oh. And then giving birth was exactly the same way. I didn't feel pain like people talk about pain. I felt like that exertion, the same exertion that marathoner felt. So I have to stop or I'm going to cough. I'm going to cough anyway. I get my sinuses sometimes tickle, so I untickle them. Same thing with giving birth, same thing with marathon, same thing with everything in your life. Discomfort is not an indication of unhappiness. Discomfort it can be something you need to attend to. You need to go to the doctor and say, hey, it's not feeling right all the time. But sometimes discomfort is because you're pushing yourself to the limits. And you say, well, maybe I shouldn't push myself to the limits. But the wonderful thing, here is the wonderful thing about pushing yourself to the limits. When you push yourself to the limits, an amazing thing happens. Your limits extend a little further. So that the thing you couldn't do before, you can do now. And if you then go and push yourself to the limits, the new limits, each time you are creating a bigger space in which you can live. That is so awesome. It makes it worth, this is it. It makes it worth being uncomfortable, because creating this greater space in your life, these more things that you can accomplish in your life, really, really make you happy. And well, it should, because you have accomplished something in your life, even though it caused you discomfort. You were willing to push through that discomfort, like some people push through the fear, and maybe it's fear and discomfort, but you push through it all, and that territory, that limit gets more unlimited. That's really the exciting thing. So whatever it is in your life that you're saying, oh, I don't know, this makes me uncomfortable. I'm giving a Toastmaster speech tonight, so I definitely believe in Toastmasters. It's a communication and leadership organization, and it's all about pushing the limits. It's all about being uncomfortable. It's the discomfort that the doctor gives you when he gives you a shot, because that is what will make you healthier. So that's the difference. That's the long and short of it. I don't want to drag this out. The long and short of it is there's a difference between being comfortable and being happy. And it's certainly good to be comfortable. You know when I'm most comfortable? I'm sure you can relate. When you first get into bed and you just lay down, your body is stretched out on the bed. Oh, is that not awesome or what? I have bells ringing all over. And I think the bells are saying to me that you said it all. The trouble is that all these calls are not important. Not as important as you are. So now, I would, if you would wanted to make me.
I'm just checking in and wondering if you talk to Marvin. So can you guys, when
That turned out it was I should have got that call. What can I tell you? So, comfort isn't always as important, however, as being happy. And being happy, if you're willing to go through some discomfort, you can get to accomplish things that you couldn't otherwise, and that will make you happy. And if you're happy, I'm happy. Oh, I was saying, let me know. Tune in, whatever. Write down, write to me, direct message. I don't care how, but just right underneath, write how that has impacted you, where comfort makes a difference to you from happiness. I'm so interested to know what you're saying. Okay, that's it for this week. I will see you next week at noontime for Merle's Pearls. Don't forget to check into relationshipmiracleworker.com. See some of my old videos that you have missed. Send a note. Let me know anything. And if there's anything on there that you're interested in, let me know. Have a great, wonderful, wonderful time. Bye.